Hello YouTube, this is Funky32Full with one of my very first reviews ever done on YouTube. Okay, today I'm reviewing the death metal pedal made by Digitech for electric guitars, heavy metal, death metal, whatever you want to call it. It, to me, is the very same thing as a distortion pedal. Let's go ahead and get started on this. It's got 4 knobs, one for the volume level. Let me turn the light on so you can see that. Kind of bright, sorry. The level, which is volume. The low for more of obviously lower sounds. The mids, it kind of helps with the pinch harmonics, and the highs is where you get most of your pinch harmonic sound from. It's got 2 outputs, one for a mixer and one for an amp, and of course one input for your guitar or whatever else you're going to plug into it. It could be like what I've got over here is this thing. Okay, this did not, however, come with the pedal. I'm just showing this to you. You can plug this in just like you would any other guitar or, cord, and you can plug into a 3.5 headphone millimeter jack. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Nice Digitech, it's got rubber, it's nice and grippy. You can't really, can't go wrong with this, no doubt. I like it a lot. Now, there is one thing that I found very hard to figure out. It did not have instructions for this whatsoever, so I had to look this up online. It says on the back you can put a 9-volt battery in it, which is very true. It just took me forever to figure out how to do so. I'm just kind of dumb. A lot of people probably know this, but it's hard for me to do with one hand, so give me a second. See that silver thing, and there's one on the other side as well. You push one or the other one in, or if you can, if you're lucky enough, push them both in, and then this whole entire latch thing comes off, and I'll show you if I can get this. Sorry for taking so long. As you can see, did that a lot faster than normal. It's got some foam here for, protection of the battery. That is the button which turns the distortion on and off. I, however, cannot reach it with my finger, kind of a fat finger. Toddlers might be able to reach that. I would keep this out of range of toddlers. It's got a nice spring. It seems very stable. Nothing has gone wrong with this yet. The only thing that I found hard to do is, of course, take this flap off and change the battery. This didn't come with it. This came with a different pedal of mine. It's got a 9-volt AC plug-in that you... it didn't come with a 9-volt plug-in. I had to buy one myself. I will show you that to you in a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this back on so I can go ahead and show you what it sounds like through an amp. As you can see, and pushing it is somewhat hard to push with your hand, but you should be using it with your foot. Okay, moving over to my amp. Here we have Raven RG20. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my 9-volt into the back of this. This is going to the amp, and this is coming from my guitar. Oh, I can't even get it. There we go. Okay, there you have it. Okay, I'll show you the light. Okay, now I already had a setting for this before I turned it on. You guys might have already saw that, but so I'm going to go and set that to it real quick. This is kind of a winging. It kind of turns the distortion up and down. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So let's go ahead and turn my guitar volume down. I'm going to be reviewing my guitar in another video here very soon. So I'm going to keep any of the info of the guitar out as much as possible. I normally keep the guitar volume up all the way. That helps quite a bit. And depending on what kind of music you play, I play hardcore death metal type stuff, so I keep the tone, however many tones you have, I keep them both or all 3 of them or just all of them turned all the way down. And this thing, I quite haven't actually figured out what that does, but anyway, not the point. Go ahead and turn my amp on. It is on. That's what guitar sounds without the pedal. Sounds very clean. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this down for a second and turn the pedal on. As you can see, the light is on. Okay, light on, the pedal is on. Okay, now strumming. Now turning the guitar up. Now, as you can tell, you cannot hear anything from the amp at all yet. That is because since I turned this on, it is now in control of all volume of the amp. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that up just a little bit. You can hear the buzzing and distortion coming in. Now, I just barely slid my arm on the strings. See, I'll do it again. Okay. I'm going to have to show you what this sounds like real quick. The volume does get very, very loud. As you can tell, it's almost exactly like a distortion. You turn this up to halfway. Keep that in mind. This is halfway. That is very loud. I can turn it up a lot louder. I just don't really feel like I'm hurting your speakers or hurting your ears. That is pretty much it today, you guys. Thanks for watching. Once again, it is the death metal pedal made by Digitech for electric guitars, you know, whatever else you're going to use it for. Just turned it off, and thank you for watching. Goodbye, YouTube.